Hello, my beautiful collective. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Dee. If you're returning, welcome back. Glad to have you back. This will be a timeless general message. All my readings, like I said, are timeless. They can be past, present, or future. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Do not try to force the story to fit your narrative. The energy that I'm picking up on is super specific, so please take what resonates. If you feel called to book a personal with me, all the information is in the description box below, okay? So, like I said, it's super duper specific. Hold on, let me fix my camera real quick because I feel like it's too low. Okay, I think I fixed it. Anyways, I picked up on this energy quite a bit throughout this year. I feel like late last year, earlier this year, I've been picking up on this energy of, and don't get me wrong, it's not the wrong person, it's nothing like that. It was in the soul contract you were supposed to go through this, right? But I'm getting the energy down now is the pivotal point, because even though I was picking up on it earlier this year, it feels like subconsciously you were thinking about it and it was slowly coming to the 3D, and now I feel like it's coming into fruition at the time of this reading or whenever you find this reading. I kept saying at the beginning of this year, I feel like late last year, and you can always go back and look through the timeless playlist and see if any of those titles resonate with you, that you guys were in a relationship or a platonic friend. It could be either or, because I'm picking up with both energies, so whatever resonates for you. That you were either engaged to, getting married to, long-term commitment, maybe a roommate, like a best friend from childhood that you're moving in with, right? It's giving the energy of this was a karmic situation, this was a karmic relationship, and it wasn't supposed to get as far as it has. So like, it's giving the energy like, I'm going to say something from like Grey's Anatomy and Sex and the City, so if you plan on watching those things and getting like caught up on this, because this is older stuff, spoiler alert, even though it's like super old, when Christina was about to marry Dirk and he didn't show up type energy, or when what's her name, Carrie was supposed to marry, I think his name is Big, I'm not a huge Sex and the City person, and he never showed up. They left them at the altar type energy, and it's giving it wasn't supposed to get that far. I think Carrie ends up with Big, I think, but I don't know. But you know, it's some type of energy like that. And I kept saying to you guys, like, you guys are engaged to or are marrying a karmic relationship. It wasn't supposed to go that far. You weren't supposed to accept that ring. You weren't supposed to marry this person. I feel like even though I'm saying you weren't supposed to, it just wasn't supposed to get that far. You were supposed to learn a lesson from this energy and not get to the point of long-term commitment is what I'm getting. Like, I feel like the energy that I was picking up on in the beginning too was like blue flame energy, Archangel Michael. Like, I feel like you got kissed on the head by your spirit team, an ancestor or something, a being, an energy that is a part of your spirit team that is very enlightened, and they kissed you right on the forehead, like your third chakra, and all your chakras became unblocked, and then you went through some type of awakening. You're going through some type of rebirth, and as you do that, you look at this person and you don't view them the same. It's like you realize, like, oh my gosh, what I've been feeling in my subconscious, the things that I've been dreaming about, the energy that I've been feeling is I'm not supposed to do this with this person. And it makes you feel bad. It makes you feel shitty, like anybody would, because this has been a situation in your life where you thought it was going to be your 10 of Pentacles, your 10 of Cups. You thought it was going to be your happily ever after. Some of you, I do feel like you married this person and you're only like 6 months to a year in, and now you're realizing like, oh no, I want a divorce. Like, it is given, and it hurts you to even think about that because of how short-lived it was. You know, it's like you moved in with your childhood best friend, and then you realize like, oh, maybe we shouldn't have did this, and then like the friendship ends, and then you got this lease that you have to break, and da da da. It's giving that type of energy. But for a lot of you, you have ascended, you have awakened to a new frequency, and you're just realizing certain things about certain relationships in your life at this time. Okay, so now we can get into the reading. If you want to timestamp that, if some people don't want to hear the downloads, that's totally fine. Alright, let's get into it and see if I pick up on that energy. It's the biggest energy I felt, so that might come up today. Okay, my little fire sign came in here and interrupted me, but look what's on the bottom. High Priestess of Spirit. You are supposed to go through this right now, okay? And then, oh yeah, I forgot. Like, I had the moon in reverse here and the moon in reverse here. So you know, you've always known, like, subconsciously, and it's coming to, like, your conscious mind about whatever this is. You could have heavy Cancer or Pisces placements, okay? I also was getting, like, you have an ancestor, like, whispering in your ear. And you just need to quiet your mind to hear that download clearly, okay? Thank you. Alright, so we have focus number 17. High Priestess of Fire. You can have fire in your chart. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. Number 5. And then we have Grove, number 21. We have Hope, number 27. Okay, so we have the Fledging, number 1. And then we have Fulfillment, number 20. That's more than I usually take. So for me, it's straight, but it's never straight when I put them down. Okay. Alright. Oh, look. On the bottom, we have Deceit, number 38. Okay. I have Temperance, reverse Sagittarius energy. Already with all the fire. Strength, Leo energy. The King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. The High Priestess, Pisces energy, and the Seven of Pentacles. The Six of Cups in the reverse. I see that Three of Swords peeking out at me. Okay. Stress is what I feel. The Six of Cups, the Three of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the the Page of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. It didn't go according to plan. Even though this hurts me, this is the best option. The Page of Cups is giving, I'm sorry that I have to release this, that I have to let this go. Yeah. It's time to go deep within. Look at that. To get into balance. To learn to become a master of everything. No more delays. It's time to make this decision. To be in balance with yourself. To be in balance with your purpose. It feels like a long time coming of genuinely connecting to your higher self, connecting to your intuition, getting those downloads, okay? No more hiding, no more waiting. The time is freaking now. You've been in this energy too long of not doing what you're meant to do, of being around who you're meant to be around, connecting on a deeper level. Spirit, please clarify the High Priestess of the Seven of Pentacles and the theme of the reading. Thank you. Two of Pentacles, Page of Wands, the Tower, Scorpio energy, the Wheel of Fortune, fixed sign energy. The Six of Swords, the Fool, the Three of Swords, the Hangman, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Two of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles. Because of the disconnect from your intuition, from your spirit team, because of the energy that you were living in for such a long time, it feels like living in imbalanced ego, going for things that feel good in the moment, going for the shiny objects. It feels like because you weren't seeing the signs clearly, because you weren't hearing spirit clearly, they said, I have to push this. They can't stop this from happening because I'm going to push you into ascension. I'm going to push you into awakening. And it's not really like something that wasn't in your contract. It just feels like the contract that you wrote with whatever this energy is just overstayed its welcome. And I know we all say that we write the contracts and we say the, you know, before we get here with these peoples, we chose our parents, we chose our friends, we chose all the things that we're supposed to go through. It just feels like this specific contract took you too long to get out of, because you kept trying to have a new beginning with this energy, and when you were supposed to move on, you were supposed to have an awakening. You could have heavy Pisces in your chart and realize that it was not a part of your plan. You weren't supposed to choose this path. And no, like, I'm not, because I know there's like some people saying you can never choose the wrong path or whatever. I'm just going to say delayed path for you. You weren't on the path to your truest and highest potential. Something was very unstable about this situation, and it just took like a month too long, or a day too long, or something a week too long. And Spirit was like, I gotta step in because the collective isn't seeing this as clearly as I need them to see it. I'm trying to get this new chapter, I'm trying to get the collective into alignment with their purpose. And there's certain energies overstaying their welcome, energy vampires, which we all experience them. And some of us catch on a little faster than others, depending on how connected we are to our intuition. But you were supposed to move on from this already. So if you have been debating on it, this is your confirmation reading. Okay? In the present moment, we have Temperance in the reverse. Spirit, please clarify that. Something is imbalanced right now. And also, like I was saying, there may be an ancestor trying to get a message to you and you're not hearing it clearly. The Hermit, Virgo energy. A lot of major arcanas right now. The Moon, Cancer, Pisces. You can have any of these in your chart. Sag, Virgo, Cancer, and Pisces. Look at fucking that. The Star, Aquarius energy. That's all majors. Spirit is trying. Look at that. The fucking... excuse my language, the Ten of Cups and the Hierophant, the Ace of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Fool, the Eight of Swords, the Six of Swords, and the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups. My loves, my loves, my loves. You know the truth, you cannot hide from it. A part of your timeline is letting this go. It's overstayed its welcome in your life. You know the truth. You can't stay trapped in this forever. You can't be stuck in your head forever. The time is now. There's no balance in whatever the situation is. It is not your Ten of Pentacles. You are vibrating on something so much higher, so much better. And Spirit is saying the more you pretend like you don't see, the more that you ignore whatever this is. Okay, the more that you isolate yourself into thinking that you're in this situation the right way, you cause delay. Spirit is saying you know the truth. You have the answers. You have the guidance. You know what your true alignment is. But you're having a hard time letting this go, whatever it is for you. Like I said, I feel like some of you, it is a long-term commitment. And I'm getting love. Like I said, I'm getting both, like platonic love and romantic love. You know that you are supposed to ascend higher. You know that you're supposed to be committed to something different. Something that certain energies around you will never understand. Your future is beautiful and bright, but I don't feel like whatever this energy is around you is supposed to come with you at this time. I feel like Spirit is just saying no to whatever this energy is. It's not supposed to come with you. Your plan is bigger. Your plan is brighter. You can't sit in the corner and in the dark anymore. It's not going to happen. You are just like, it feels like God consciousness, like you're really in alignment, like you just woke up and you were just in a very high frequency. I'm literally hearing like conversations with God himself. That's crazy. I knew this energy was going to be like super intense, but not like this. And the energy surrounding, we have the strength, Leo energy. Spirit, please clarify that for me. I feel like there's so much more I could say on that energy right there. But Spirit is trying to bring something into balance for you. It's your destiny. The Eight of Wands reverse. The Two of Cups. The High Priestess, Pisces energy. The Five of Wands and the Ace of Wands. The Queen of Cups, the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles, Justice, Libra energy. The Ace of Swords and the Five of Swords reverse. The Nine of Cups. You don't want to have this conversation. The Eight of Wands is giving, like, holding back on saying something. You have to go through this, you have to say this, you have to do this. It's conflicting with the Five of Wands, but you have to reject something. You can't take something. So if someone offers to, like, move in with you, if, like I said, if there's an engagement, if there's a wedding happening or something, you have to reject something. And I don't like saying that to people. I would never want you to say no, but I think you really have to follow your intuition on this and really follow your heart with strength there. This is about nurturing and caring for your heart. Because on the Queen of Cups right now, the cup is like a heart to me. And her caressing that cup is her caressing her heart. Look at that, the sun. There's no new beginning for you here. You have to move on from this, and you know the truth deep down, whatever this is for you. Six of Wands in the reverse. The Lovers in the reverse. There's a huge imbalance here. There's more ego than love here. Once you really follow your intuition with the High Priestess there, when you really get into alignment with your higher self, you're going to see the truth. And you have to bring this into balance. Temperance. This is a hard conversation. This is a hard situation. You can't not have it, but once you do it and you get out of your head about doing it with the Five of Swords in the reverse, you get into balance, you get into alignment, and you'll get to that like healing point with the Five of Cups in the reverse. This is all a part of the plan. This is all a part of your purpose. This is all a part of you connecting to your higher self and living in that energy. This is about opening up your heart. It's just not happening in the way that you thought it would. It's going to be like something more painful. And usually when we go through awakenings, they are painful, they are messy, there is a lot of hurt there. This could be someone's first awakening, honestly. Like, I just keep seeing like all the chakras lighting up. I just keep seeing like a kiss on the forehead that awakens your third eye. Like, I keep seeing that. And the challenge, you have the King of Pentacles reverse. Spirit, please clarify that for me. Thank you. The Queen of Swords. Strength in the reverse. The Ace of Cups and the Six of Swords. The Knight of Cups on the bottom. The Eight of Cups. The Ten of Swords. Justice. The Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. So you have two aces here. The Ten of Pentacles. Your challenge is to get through this trigger with the Strength in the reverse. To be honest with yourself about this not being stable energy. About this not being for you. That this isn't fulfilling for you. And whatever this is that you've taken too long. And taking too long could literally be just a day too long. An hour too long. 10 minutes too long. Because I feel like something happens that makes you look at this situation differently. And it's like, I deserve better. I deserve that ultimate happiness. I deserve that stability. And it's time for you to move on. So like you have to, your challenge is really staying firm in the decision to reject this and not turn around and go back to it, so you could have your happily ever after in a totally different way than you ever thought it would be. But you have to face this pain that it's taking too long. You have been stuck in this energy too long. You were supposed to move on a long time ago. You were supposed to choose yourself and love yourself. So Spirit, the challenge is you really facing the truth. You making that decision. Getting out of your head. Because this is going to be deeply triggering for everyone involved. But it brings you to fulfillment eventually. You just have to face this pain and go through this and work through this to get into alignment. Four of Wands. In the potential, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Spirit, clarify that for me, please. The Knight of Wands. Justice again. Spirit is very heavy on balance. This could happen during Libra season. You could have heavy Libra or Gemini placements with the Lovers in the reverse. The Five of Pentacles. I'm hearing one more card. Judgment in the reverse. The Four of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Empress, the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Nine of Swords. Nines could be significant for you. The Queen of Cups again. You're going to see that it's exhausting to keep this or try to get this in balance. You can't ignore this or not make a decision on it anymore. You're going to realize that not making a choice makes you exhausted to stay in this. You are the Empress, and whoever this energy is the King of Wands in the reverse. They're not in balance the way you are in balance. They can't even get to pre-Empress energy right now. And you have to let the fear go. Look what's there. The Queen of Wands upright. One person is balanced, the other energy is not. And it's exhausting to keep telling yourself that you could make it work. It's exhausting to get to that point. Spirit is saying with the Knight of Pentacles, you're slowly going to see it. But it does feel like right now you're still undecided on what you need to do. But Spirit is saying, I'm going to have to intervene. I'm going to have to intervene. You have major arcana in like every section of this reading. Spirit is hitting home here for you. The time is now to really face this. You know the choice that you need to make. You are the Empress. And this energy can't come with you, and you gotta release the fear of letting them go. You have to choose yourself and love yourself in this. Okay? There's no real start. There's a false start. The Fool in the reverse. The healing is happening. Your happiness is coming. But you have to choose you in this. Not saying it's not going to hurt. Not saying there's not going to be heartbreak. We saw the Three of Swords. But you're ascending to something different. And you can't tell yourself that this is where you're meant to be, because deep down you know you're not meant to be here anymore. Advice for the collective. Advice. the Queen of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, the Devil reverse, the Three of Cups reverse, the Hangman reverse. You could have heavy Capricorn and Pisces energy. The Ten of Swords, the Lovers, the Fool, the Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Seven of Wands. Sevens could be significant to you, and the Eight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles reverse. You have to make the choice to choose you and love you for your new beginning to happen. Don't put yourself in like a state of confusion. This is about you knowing your worth and you stepping into that energy. I see you becoming the Empress, but we have pre-Empress energy here. This is about you not being confused. It's about you not being like, yeah, judgment. Now is the time. You are going through an awakening. You can't delay this from happening, because it's going to happen. Spirit is literally showing me it's going to happen. Whether they have to show you a reason with the Tower to get into true alignment, or you really listen to your intuition and know that you have to detach from this. With the Devil in the reverse, you have to heal from this. With the Ten of Swords in the reverse, whatever, if this is a friendship, a reconciliation, just whatever it is, it's not an enlightenment energy with the Hangman in the reverse. And I don't always get that with the Hangman. Even though it's one of the meetings, I don't always get it as me as a reader. You have to make the choice with the Queen of Swords to detach from this, to go through the healing and do the work, whatever this is, because you have something new and beautiful coming in, but you have to do the work. You have to set those boundaries, okay? You have to gain some type of independence here, growth with the Nine of Pentacles, but you have a new beginning once you make the choice to choose you. But you have to work towards it. And there's just an energy around you, yeah, Eight of Cups, that you have to walk away from, that cannot come with you in this. And I say this a lot on this channel. Sometimes, like when we ascend higher, when we get into that frequency of true alignment for what we're meant to do, you're going to look around and realize that you have to change a lot of things about your life. Spirit is saying that in the present moment you're imbalanced because you're afraid to either look within and really see that the energies around you aren't in alignment. You're going to get what you want when you really face your shadow. When you face your shadow, it's going to come into true alignment. You are going to be so connected to your higher self. You're going to be so much closer to your God, to Source, to your higher power. When you disconnect from whatever these energies are. I feel like you've been having the dreams, the synchronicities have been hitting you, and you may not know how to interpret them fully, but you're starting to. Because the overall energy here is the seat. And it's like you go through the motions until you get to fulfillment and you start over. But you have to hear the messages and see the messages clearly. You had 2 aces come out. Actually, you had 3. Oh, wait. No, you had all 4 come out. It's just that the Ace of Wands was in the reverse, actually. You had all 4 aces come out, and 3 of them were upright. I'm just getting that there's something that's no longer in alignment, something that you're not supposed to be committed to at this time, and you really need to use your discernment. Am I making the right choice and getting engaged to this person? Am I making the right choice of having a wedding? Because it could be that you spent all this money on a wedding, like I said in the beginning, and they leave you at the altar. They don't even show up. It's like that type of energy. And you have to heal and recover from that. It puts you in a spiritual awakening. Some of you might go through that, and I don't want to say that to you. I always want the readings to be sunshine and rainbows like the Ten of Cups, but it's not always going to be that. And I feel like Spirit is giving you a heads up before you even make it that far, to turn it down, to say no, don't sign the lease, don't move in, don't take the engagement ring. Like if say they propose to you in front of the whole family, say yes then, but then don't embarrass them and say no in front of everybody, but you know, behind closed doors when the night is over, be like, I don't think we should do this. I just didn't want to say anything in front of people, you know, like that type of energy. But spirit is like hitting the hammer home. Like they're going to put you through a tower moment because there's something that you're not seeing about this situation. I'm about to get into oracles now. If you're not a fan of oracles, I'll see you in the next reading, okay? Advice for the collective. Advice. Oh. Karmic relationships. You can't make this shit up. Like, you can't make it up. You can't make it up. Wow. Karmic relationships is number 84. August 4th could be significant for you. Maybe the month of December. Some of you could have recently got married like this past holiday, like the end of last year, like Thanksgiving, Christmas, and you're going through an awakening now about your marriage. Like that could be something deep for you. I'm hearing traveling too, so if you travel a lot, I feel like traveling is like a distraction from seeing the truth. Okay. The constellation Orion is thought by many to have been a place of great polarity and eventual unity. And I forgot to say Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, and conflict. That's what it says on the bottom. Some believe that many starseeds who were part of the cosmic history are incarnated on Earth now and are playing out karmic relationships from Orion's time. Perhaps you're one of them. Polarity causes conflict and highlights separation. However, because of this, conflict can also result in unity and growth. Too many misunderstandings are caused when we don't open our heart and mind and see things from a different point of view. When we go into reactive, second-guessing mode instead of gathering the courage to open our heart, we should admit that we may have reacted because of our own woundings and then find mutual ground. We're all innocent children looking to be seen, understood, and cherished. It's much harder to grow closer through conflict than it is to grow further apart. And yet that's the invitation of conflict. It's easy to react and take things personally. It's more challenging to see the innocence of all involved and find a way to grow closer through the conflict. It's through relationships that we grow the most. How can you soften your heart and drop your defenses enough to see things from a different point of view? How can you see the innocence of all involved? How can you learn to see the similarities rather than the differences? Which relationships do you find the most challenging? How can you see things from a different perspective? How are you being called to allow growth through conflict? Yeah. I feel like when we're in the moment and we're so angry, like we just can't understand why certain things happen. We're so emotional. But sometimes, well, not sometimes, but when we get to a point of clear-headedness, that Ace of Swords energy, to take a step back and really see it, we understand why we had to go through that for our soul's growth. Because we get mad at God, we get mad at our higher power, like, why did you do this to me? And we have to remember, like I said in the beginning, this is a part of the contract that you wrote with whatever this energy is. You were supposed to go through this for your ascension, for what your divine purpose is, for your healing, to be closer to God, to be closer to your higher self and be in that energy. For you to really get the downloads and get the messages, we have to go through that hard time. We have to get into balance with ourselves. We have to connect to our higher selves, to our soul, and then get into the energy of really connecting to God and God consciousness. And we go through these really hard situations to bring balance in, to learn how to love ourselves and learn how to get closer to God through these situations. And I know it sucks and I know it hurts to have to be the person to break a heart or get your heart broken, because we all been through it, especially if you've been through like a twin flame situation. I went through mine in 2021 and it was really intense, and that's a huge part of the reason why I'm here now. 2021, I didn't understand why I met him and had to go through this. I didn't understand why I went through the whole obsession and limerence phase with that. Like I just didn't get it at first. And then now I've come to acceptance and self-love and self-worth and growth, and that's why I'm here with you guys right now. And I thank him, and I'm glad that I met him. whether it works out in the 3D or not. I'm glad that I went through that, because I wouldn't be here and I wouldn't be who I am today without that. So you have to, once you get to a place of calm, you'll have that realization after you get through the pain, the hurt of not understanding why it happened. Why is it always me? Why do I always go through this? Why I'm always friend zone? Why do I always get with people who don't work? Why do people always leave me? That's a mirror. They're mirroring something to you that you have to heal through to balance your feminine and masculine energy, to balance yourself out, to get closer to your higher self, to get closer to your higher power. It all happens for soul growth. It all happens for ascension. And we have to remember that at the end of the day. Yes, we're only human. We're going to go through the pain. We're going to go through the emotions. But at some point, you're really going to see that this was just bringing you one step closer to your purpose and one step closer to source. Okay? Advice for the collective. Advice for the collective. A new start is coming. New moon. Meditate and contemplate. You guys probably have a lot of Pisces in your chart. You are good enough. Virgo energy. Believe in the impossible. Confidence is your key to success. Leo energy. Communication is key. Gemini energy. Be bold and make the first move. I feel like you have to be the one to start the conversation, even though it's hard. I feel like a good amount of you are going to be the heartbreaker, not the heartbreaky in this situation. Advice for the collective. Thank you. Finances and career. Financial issues are playing a factor in your love life. We have engagements. What did I say? You can't make this. You can't. The synchronicity is insane. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. This could be the one you already met the romantic partner you seek, and it is safe for your love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. We have flirt, extend your light-hearted energy. And then we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're willing to take. And we have retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. And for some of you, you might just have to disconnect for now. It could be a twin flame energy where you disconnect for now, you come into balance, and then you can have a new beginning later, because there's probably a reason why I'm even mentioning my twin flame situation. It could just be that right now this is about you going within yourself and getting balance within yourself, balancing your feminine and masculine energy. That's what it's all about. And then possibly getting back, because there's something that you have to do on your own. That Nine of Pentacles, that independent energy, that growth within you first. It could even be you need to be more stable on your side before you are with anyone else, because you could have been solely codependent on that energy. Because we saw the Empress and we saw the Queen of Cups. That's beautiful balanced energy right there. That's nurturing energy within self first. And you have the collective energy has been coming up as the Empress so much lately. So much. So this is about nurturing and caring for you first. So this could be the energy of you possibly being with this person in the future, but right now there's things that you have to heal from. But for a lot of you though, this is a karmic situation, and this could just be leading you to your actually divine counterpart. And I am going to do a divine love reading after this, so just look out for that. Advice for the collective. For very few of you, this is like a twin flame situation, but it could be a karmic twin flame too. So just remember that twin flames can turn karmic. It happens when they stay in a situation too long and they don't do the work. It could become karmic. Advice for the collective. Everybody believes different things for the twin flame journey, but only you really know your journey. I've had dreams about me and my twin in intergalactic wars. I've seen so many different timelines of the things that we went through, past and like ones that are happening now. So we have whispers, and then we have wellness. I need to read whispers. I know I don't always read these. I usually just take whatever intuitive hit I get off that, but Spirit is saying whispers because I do think an ancestor was trying to talk to you about this specific situation. Tune in to your soul voice. Your mind and heart are expanding to hear your soul's whispers. You are or will soon find it easier to interpret and understand the vibes of your soul through how you feel. Open the door to soul whispers by feeling appreciative. Close the door by feeling judgmental. The messages are always there, but if you are not receiving them, practice feeling soul vibes to clarify your intuition and psychic sense. Just like we know a dog can hear sounds, your intuition interprets waves and impulses of outside of your conscious awareness. This card is also promoting you to take notice of your dreams, which I said that you guys probably did have a dream about this. When you are asleep, you cease conscious thoughts and resistance, making it easier for you to receive soul transmissions. If you embrace the message that comes through your dreams, you will invite more of the same. If you don't like a dream, see it as a sign to shift your focus or change a belief. I'm telling you, you guys are connecting more to your soul. You guys are going to start hearing the messages more clearly, and you're going to hear a message about this energy, about this situation. Really meditate on it. That might be why the Pisces energy was so heavy here, because it's about meditating, being very in tune with your intuition, being very in tune with your emotions. You're going to get some type of download about this, whether it's from your spirit team, a synchronicity in a 3D, a dream. I think a lot of you, it will be a dream, because I've been picking up on that pretty heavy too. And you're going to have a huge realization. I feel like you're going to have like a rebirth and awakening after that dream. Like as soon as you wake up, your chakras are going to heighten in some way. Advice for the collective. Advice. Thank you. We have halls of learning, spirit guides, confirmations, great lessons. This is a new deck called Gateway of Light and Activation. I've been using it for like the past few readings. I love this deck so much right now. Halls of Learning is number 79. Something could have recently happened. Today is what, at the time that I post this will be the 12th, and the July 9th just happened, so okay. All right, Halls of Learning. You are on the path of great learning. Spiritual beings are drawing close to support you. If you are facing challenges or difficult circumstances or have just moved through such a time, you are being called to review what you have learned about yourself. If you're still feeling overwhelmed by a certain event or asking why it happened, call on Source and your guides to reveal to you the pattern, trauma, or wound that has contributed to this challenge. If you aren't experiencing challenging energy, the reason is that you've made huge progress on your spiritual journey, so much that your perspective has shifted so that you can view every challenge as a window of opportunity. The Halls of Learning gateway indicates that your spiritual gifts are developing at this time, which heavy on that. And for a lot of you, not like after this situation, like I said, you're going to see things more clearly than you ever been to prevent things like this happening to you in the future. But you were supposed to go through this, okay? It sucks. It hurts. Nobody wants to go through painful situations like this, but you'll learn how to better handle it in the future. Advice for the collective. That was fast. We have doubt. I release the need to know all the answers. We have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. That was a lot. Success. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without change. Regret. I know that I cannot change the past. Have guilty. I release any beliefs that no longer assist in my soul's growth. And then we have abundance. I'm a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. And then we have empath. I am empathy, I am open to seeing both sides of the situation. Don't get upset with yourself. You were supposed to go through this change. Like I said, some of you are like, you're ending a marriage really early on. You're ending like an engagement really early on. And it sucks. But don't be upset with yourself for like you're realizing things too late. Like I said, you could have like written this soul contract. The soul contract was supposed to be a certain amount of time, and you could have overstayed the welcome of 5 minutes, 10 minutes, a day, a week. Okay? Don't be so hung up on that. Because I picked up on it earlier and I hated the way I worded it, but it was the only way I could feel like I could translate the energy to my ability. And it's just like, don't be so hard on yourself for like, I can't believe I almost married this person. I can't believe that I almost went through that. I can't believe I almost lived with this person. This was a learning and growing experience for you. And eventually you'll see it with a clear mind where you have acceptance. But right now I feel like there's a lot of pain, and that's okay. You have to go through that pain. We all experience something very deep like this in our life. I wouldn't, not exactly like marriage or canceling a wedding, but something deep like that. Advice for the collective. Like I said, this reading was super specific, so just, if it wasn't for you, then it wasn't for you. And hopefully it's not for you. I don't want anybody to go through anything like this. I mean, sometimes we have to. Look at that. New Life, number 39. And by the book, number 11. 11, babes. On the right path. Okay? New life. Birth of new ideas, growth, opportunities, a breath of fresh air, life renewing itself. When the spring awakens the world, joy and excitement can be felt all around and in your very core. Blossoms burst from trees overnight. Birds return home and sing their glorious song. And nature is full of promise. Miracles beckon on all of us. This is one of those times in your life when new ideas inspire you and new opportunities bring you hope for seeing your dreams come true. All is well in your world, and you have the energy you need to feel renewed. Allow your heart to fill with enthusiasm. Let your light shine, for this is a time of good fortune. I feel like this is like the energy of after you go through this experience and awaken even more. Okay, so we have by the book, number 11. Abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural or family customs, universal law. The universe works within a structure of divine laws and principles that provide a framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, the law of attraction, the law of thought, and the law of compensation, and the law of nature are only a few that are known. These principles create perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even revolution has its place in a universal law. Human beings, in turn, have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and conform to them, rather than being the rebel and flouting them. When this card appears, submit to structure and follow the rules even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance for universal law will correct any disharmony. Open your eyes to those universal laws and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. I feel like that spirit is saying nothing you could have done can have changed this situation, and they were very much like in charge of this, because you see chaos and conflict number 33 is in the reverse. It prevented you from going through even more heartbreak, because I feel like you would have went through years of karmic situations with whatever this energy is, and you would have just remember repeating the same thing over and over again and asking yourself, why is this happening? And now, going through this, you see what God has in store for you. You know exactly what you need to do and how to get there through your spiritual growth. I feel like a lot of you are going to be beautiful light workers, whoever resonates with this reading. You could turn to tarot or do spiritual work in a different way, through art, through music, whatever resonates for you. Writing your own book could even be significant, but I feel like in some form you guys are going to be beautiful light workers in the future, okay? Look at that perfect timing on my hand. I love that. I'm keeping it. Advice for the collective, spirit advice. Oh, so we have no. So if you had a yes or no question on your mind, spirit is saying no. I might clarify that depending on what else comes out. We have no again, bro. Hard no. So if you're like, do I really have to go? No. Then we have yes. I hate when they do that. And then there's something. Yes, there's something better. Okay. I feel like that's why it went like that. I could clarify it, but I feel like I need to clarify the no's because y'all got 2 no's. Ask others for help in improving health. Like spirit is saying, yes, there's something better, babes. Don't hang on to this. It's going to happen in divine timing and perfect timing. We can't help when our manifestations come in. We just have to go through our soul lessons and soul growth and trust that spirit is going to bring us everything right on time. Spirit, why is no here twice? Why is no here twice, spirit? The 4 of Pentacles, the Magician, the Queen of Wands, the Hermit. All of those cards like flipped in reverse. The 9 of Swords, the 8 of Wands, and the 7 of Swords in reverse. The 4 of Cups, the World, the King of Wands, the High Priestess, the King of Swords, the 10 of Swords. Resisting change or telling yourself that you're supposed to, you're manipulating yourself is what I'm getting. That's your ego talking to you about wanting to hang on to this. And of course, our ego always does that. You not putting yourself through, but you having fear of facing this hard truth. You not really wanting to go through your dark night of the soul. You're delaying the inevitable. The truth is out there. The mask is off. Spirit has shown you everything you need to see. You need to change your perspective on this, and it's not about keeping it in your life. It's about facing your shadow, facing your ego, going from your soul. Okay? Ignoring your intuition just brings heavy burden on you. Not facing this change brings heavy burden on you. So yes, there is something better for you at this time, but resisting change won't bring it in. You have to really let this go. So if you were asking spirit, should I keep this in my life, and they said no, and yes, there's something better. Like, I love how that felt out together like that. Okay, if you need to stay with someone that you trust, talk to someone, possibly some therapy, do what's best for you at this time. Affirmation of advice for the collective, spirit. Thank you for all your messages. Affirmation of advice for the collective. Whoa, that one flipped right on my table. What has been, and what will be, will be. It is always the right time to start. That was intense. That was deep. I hope that it helped. I hope that it, I don't even know if I want to say I hope that it resonated, but I do hope that it helped. If it did resonate, please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate every single one of you for being here with me and making it towards the end of my readings. If you want to share your story in the comment below, please do. Just know it's all love on this channel. You guys stay safe. You guys stay blessed. Like I said in the beginning of the reading, if you feel called to book a reading with me, all of that is in the description box below, okay? Please take care of yourselves. Please, please, please. This is going to be a lot of healing work. Awakenings are always brutal and tough, but you will make it through. Some of you might even be going through a Saturn return right now, and that's a really hard year. That was my Saturn return, was 2021 to 2022. It was hard. It was really hard. So some of you might be going through that. It's okay. It'll be okay. Everything, it will get better. Just trust in yourself and trust in the divine to guide you, okay? I'll see you in the next reading.